going to be minus 12. So Z plus 2 is going to be plus or minus root 12I, which is Z is equal to minus 2 plus or minus, which is 2 root 3I. Now Z plus root 3I will become, so first possibility, if you add plus root 3I, minus 2 plus 3 root 3I. Second one, minus 2 plus I minus 2 minus root 3I. These are the two complex numbers Z plus 3I. Its magnitude square 27 plus 4, which is going to be 31. Here 4 plus 3, 7. Sum of these two is going to be 38 is the right answer. This question is very easy, bhaiya. Hi Rabjit, how are you? Fine, hope you are able to, have you done your exam, Rabjit? Yeah, expected cutoff will be around 110 marks, dear student, no worries. So next question, you see this is a quadratic expression he has given. Of course equation, it has two positive roots, then the number of possible integral values of lambda. You see a quadratic equation has two positive roots. Roots are compared with 0 in the sense roots must be real. That means first of all delta greater than or equal to 0. B square minus 4AC must be greater than or equal to 0. First condition, which is 9 lambda square minus 16 lambda square, which is going to be 9 minus 16, you can say minus 7 lambda square, and minus 16 2s are 32 lambda greater than or equal to 0. Fine, which you can write 7 lambda square plus 32 lambda must be less than or equal to 0. Take out lambda common, 7 lambda plus 32 less than or equal to 0. Therefore, lambda belongs to closed 0 of course. This is closed minus 32 by 7 to 0. This is what you can say about lambda. Moreover, if both the roots are okay, Rabjit, fine. Both the roots are positive in the sense sum of the roots 3 lambda by lambda plus 2 must be strictly positive. Product of the roots 4 lambda by lambda plus 2 must be positive. This you can write 3 lambda into lambda plus 2 must be positive. You can write. So lambda belongs to minus 2 to, you can write, lambda can be minus infinity to minus 2 union 0 to infinity, correct? Even here also the same logic. So what are the common things? He said then the number of possible integral values of, integral values of lambda. You see guys, so here this is lambda must be negative, it's very clear. So this will not work out. Here possible values minus 4 point something means minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. And here lambda belongs to this, he said lambda not equal to minus 2 in the sense it must be minus 4, minus 3 are the only possibilities for lambda. So then the number of possible integral value, this is going to be 2 only, okay, right? So dear friends, I mean to say here, so this paper, kaisa hai paper, math paper is very comfortable. I came to know that physics and chemistry are also easy, okay. So do remember the questions are just like 2025 and little easier than this, and math questions are not, all questions are not time taking. You can comfortably do up to 15 to 18 questions. Please do remember. Rabjit got my point. The paper is not that difficult. You must be able to attempt the questions, okay. Physics formula based hai, chemistry so moderate or easy you can feel. So you can just follow 2025 previous year question like kind of. Next question dear students here. Yes, so this is the image of this point in the line. What does it mean? So this point is alpha 2 alpha 1, whereas this point is 2 alpha plus 1, alpha square minus 3 alpha and alpha minus 1 by 2. So this point is image about this line in the sense simply the midpoint of this must be going to be on this line. That is the thing. So not only that, you need to apply this drs must be perpendicular to 3, 2, 1. So drs. So two constraints you need to apply. Just find the midpoints, that is 2 alpha plus 1 plus alpha, which is you can say 3 alpha plus 1 by 2 is the midpoint, and here the sum is alpha square minus alpha by 2 is the midpoint, and this is going to be, so alpha minus 1 by 2 plus 1, alpha plus 1 by 2 by 2 by 4, this is the midpoint. By some reason this must lie on the line, that is x minus 2 by 3 means 3 alpha plus 1 minus 2 will give 3 alpha plus 1 minus 4, that is 3 alpha minus 3 by 6, this is equal to, so y minus 1 by 2, that is alpha square minus alpha minus 2 by 4, this is equal to z by 1, which is alpha plus 1 by 4. So our alpha must satisfy this condition. This is nothing but alpha minus 1 by 2, this must be equal to alpha plus 1 by 4 kind of conditions. You just simplify accordingly, you have to get the values. You just solve this. So, and not only that, this drs and this drs dot product must be 0. You just apply that accordingly, you will get the possible values of alpha. The next question, it's very simple. The system of equations has infinitely many solutions, then the value of lambda plus mu. Array, what an easy question. So this is 1 1 1 5, this is 1 2 3 9, this is 1 3 lambda mu. So with the help of this, make these two 0, 1 1 1 5, subtract 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 4. Here also you subtract 0, 3 minus 1 is 2, this is lambda minus 1, this is mu minus 5. Then the next step, with the help of this you have to make it 0, so double and subtract, you will get 1 1 1 5, 0 1 2 4, double and subtract will give, this is lambda minus 5, this is mu minus 13. Yes. In this case, if the system has to have infinitely many solutions, lambda must be 5 and mu must be 13. He is asking us to find lambda plus mu, which is 18. 18 is the answer. Okay, right? So guys, the shortest distance between the two lines is very simple. The first line, suppose you are given a point A on it, parallel vector is going to be B bar, another line, point C is given, parallel vector is D bar. So A point is 1 by 3 to 8 by 3 and C point is minus 2 by 3, 0, minus 1 by 3. This parallel vector is 2 minus 5, 6. This parallel vector is 0, 1, minus 1. You know, shortest distance formula, box AC bar, B bar, D bar by magnitude of B cross D is the formula for shortest distance. This is determinant of AC bar is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 1, 2, 3. B bar is going to be 2 minus 5, 6. D bar is 0, 1, minus 1. This by magnitude of B cross D. Whereas B bar is this, D bar is this, which is 1 into, this is 5 minus 6 minus 1, minus 2 into, this is minus 2 minus 0, plus 3 into, you are going to get 2 minus 0 by magnitude of B cross D. You know, B cross D, this is going to be minus 1 plus 4, this is 6 plus 4, 10 minus 1, 9 by B cross D is nothing but I cap, J cap, K cap, this will be same. You will get here like I cap into this, J cap into this, K cap into this. This is root of 2 square minus 2 square plus 1, root 9, which is going to be 3 is the answer for this. 3 is the answer for this shortest distance. Okay. So friends, yeah, before we go to physics questions, you see math questions we've done around 6 questions now at a stretch, and you see all the questions are very comfortable, not so difficult. you can comfortably do, my dear students. All of you, please focus on the basic funda. So math paper is not so lengthy. Please do remember that point. Accordingly you plan. Okay, dear students, and stay connected to Infinity Learn. And all of you, dear students, please enroll with our advanced batch, which is going to be started from April 13th, and the link and details related description is in the description. It is given. Fill your details. Our mentor will connect with you and will explain you the complete details and all. Right, dear students? Okay, fine. I welcome physics sir. Hello sir.
Hello sir.
Hi sir. Hi.
Hi sir.
Yeah. So please continue with the physics question, sir.
Yes sir. Thank you sir.
Yes sir. Fine. Right.
Hello students. Okay, let us start with the physics questions. Physics paper is not so tough like the morning exam. It is pretty easy only. So for the given circuit below, equivalent capacitance between A and B. This is a normal series parallel circuit type question. So first of all, equivalent capacitance is C1 plus C2, and 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. This will be for parallel, this will be for series. These are our formulas. This is for parallel and this is for series. So naming these points here, this point is also A. So this whole line is going to be A only. So I want to find the capacitance between A and B. So this point is B. So if you observe carefully, this C1 and C2 both are in parallel direction. If you name any point O here, this is between OA and this is also between OA. So both are in parallel. So what are the values of 1, 2, 3? C1, C2, C3 are 1. This is 1, this is 1, this is 1, and this is 2. So both are parallel means C1 plus C2. So 1 plus 1 will become 2. If I redraw the circuit, so this point is our O, this was A, this is 1 plus 1 which became 2, this is already 1. Now this is your point B with one capacitor here with 2 farads, 2 microfarads. So this is what the next step of diagram. Now let us forget about this O, this is only for naming. So observing this clearly, these two will be in series again. So when these two are in series, these two, so answer will be 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2, which is again 1. So you have one capacitor with 1 and 1. This is B and this is A. So once again, equivalent capacitance between A and B will be 1 plus 1, which is only 2. Okay, just I am following that potential will not change as long as the line is constant. There is nothing in between. Potential will drop only if there is any passive element, that is either capacitor, resistor or inductor. So nothing is there, so this whole line will have equivalent of A. So first these two are parallel. These two are parallel means 1 plus 1 is giving you 2. This 2 and this 2 will become series. So in the series 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2, like 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2, coming the answer as 1. So this is 1 and this is 1 and both are once again parallel. So capacitance between A and B is 1 plus 1, which is 2. It's a very easy question if you mark all the points. So let's see the next question. Easiest chapter, gravitation, and easiest question and most important topic also, acceleration due to gravity, variation of G with respect to height. So height in terms of radius R, Earth R, at which acceleration due to gravity is G by 9. Acceleration due to gravity is G by 9 and acceleration due to gravity on the Earth's surface is. So what is the formula of G dash? G dash is equal to G by 1 plus H by R whole square. This is the formula to find acceleration due to gravity at certain height, the variation of G with respect to height. This G dash is given as G by 9. So 1 plus h by r is simply 3. So h by r is 3 minus 1, 2. So therefore h is equal to 2r. Okay, most important and easiest topic from gravitation. Okay, now are you able to follow? Chalo, next question. A solenoid has a core made up of relative permeability 400. Relative permeability mu r is given as 400. The magnetic field produced in the interior of a solenoid. Magnetic field in the interior of the solenoid is 1 Tesla. The magnetizing intensity means H. The magnetizing intensity in SI units alpha into 10 power 5. The value of alpha is given, mu naught is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. So what is the relation? So B is equal to mu H. This is the relation between magnetic field and magnetizing intensity. So H is equal to B by mu, which is B by mu naught into mu r. B by mu naught into mu r. So H is equal to B is 1 Tesla, mu naught is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. Mu r is given as 400. So easily you can say that answer is 1 by 16 times. 1 by 16. 10 power 7 minus 2 is also there, divided by 16 pi. So this is 10 power 5 divided by 16 pi. So this is what my alpha. The alpha is coming as 1 by 16 pi. This itself is our answer. Okay, normal question from magnetism and matter. B is equal to mu H. This is mu of this medium. Mu of medium is mu naught into mu r. So next question is also from electromagnetic wave. The magnetic field vector in an electromagnetic wave is represented by this. B is equal to mu naught sine omega t plus 2 pi x k x j. Its associated electric field vector is. So very regular question from regular solving. So B is given and we have to find the value of E. So this minus sign here, this says that wave, electromagnetic wave is moving in positive x direction, that is in I direction. Its associated electric field is. So first of all, what is the magnitude? E is equal to BC. E naught and E naught to find the peak value. C is given as F lambda, mu into lambda B naught. So mu lambda B naught, mu lambda B naught, mu lambda B naught, mu lambda, every option is having. So what should be the direction now? Direction is of electromagnetic wave is given by E cross B. Direction of electromagnetic wave is given by E cross B. So magnetic field is moving in J direction. So what is this? Dash cross J will give you I. I cross J, J cross K, J cross J, K cross J. So I think it is minus K cross J. Minus K cross J will give you I. Actually normally J cross K is I, right? So which option? That's all. In double slit experiment, which one of the slits is covered by a transparent mica sheet of refractive index 1.56? Refractive index is given as 1.56. The central fringe shift to the position of 7th bright fringe obtained with both the slits uncovered. The light source of wavelength 450 nanometers, the thickness of the mica sheet is alpha. So what is the path difference? Because of sheet, mu minus 1 t, t for thickness. When it is not covered, it is simply n lambda for maximum, for the bright fringe. Path difference for with the sheet and without sheet. So my aim is to find this value of t. Thickness is n lambda by mu minus 1. So 7th fringe with 450 nanometers. 7 into 450 divided by mu minus 1. So what is this? Simply 0.56. You can solve this answer. Zero 0.078056. So 450 by into 10 power minus 9, and this is 8 into 10 power minus 2. 2 4s are 2 2s are 2 2s are 2 5s are 2 2s are 2 1 1 1 2 0.5 5s are 10, 2 6 are 12, then 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 5 6 2 5. So I should get answer in terms of this. So 56.25 into 10 square into 10 power minus 9. So answer is 5625 into 10 power minus 9. So the given alpha, this is what the required alpha in this question. Okay, simple formula based question of closing the upper slit and closing the lower slit. So path difference because of the thin mica sheet is mu minus 1 into t, and because of uncovered sheet will be lambda n. This is the condition for bright fringe. One more very regular question. Two identical small bar magnets, each of dipole 3 root 5, are placed at the center to center separation of 10 centimeters with their axis perpendicular to each other as shown in the figure. The value of magnetic field at point P somewhere between. So P is somewhere between. So this will be 5 centimeters and this is also 5 centimeters. So what is the direction of dipole? Dipole is always from south to north. Here also south to north. So this point is on the axis of first dipole and on the perpendicular axis of second dipole. This is a very regular question. This point P is on the axis of first dipole and on the perpendicular axis of second dipole. So we all know that B on axis will be in same direction, B on perpendicular axis will be in opposite direction to M bar. So this M bar and B axis bar same direction, this M bar and this bar will be in opposite direction. So this is where you will get net magnetic field. Net magnetic field is B on axis square plus B on perpendicular square with an under root. So B on axis is 2 times B on perpendicular. So if I call this as 2B, this is B whole square, the answer will come as root 5 times B. Root 5 times B value is mu naught by 4 pi M by R cube. So let us substitute all our numbers. Mu naught value is 4 pi into 10 power minus 1. So mu naught by 4 pi is simply 10 power minus 7 into M 3 root 5 divided by R cube 5 centimeters. So 5 cube will be 5 into 5 into 5, cube means 10 power minus 6. Root 5 1 5 cut. So the numbers will be 3 by 25 into 10 power minus 1. Minus 7 and minus 6 will give you minus 1. 3 by 25. So 5 5s are 0.6. So finally 0.6 into 10 power minus 1 divided by 5. This will be 0.12 into 10 power minus 1 can be written as 12 into 10 power minus 3. According to the solving, alpha will be 12 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, little solving question, but it is a very regular question which you will be solving in your daily assignments, textbooks and all. Small bar magnet B on the axis of dipole is in same direction. B on perpendicular axis will be in opposite directions. Now that is what will come up with. Some more questions are being made. So as you see, this question, two identical small bar magnets in the double slit question. This is magnetic field vector in electromagnetic wave. E is equal to BC solenoid. Okay, that's all. We'll come up with more questions. So I have chemistry sir. We'll be discussing the next set of questions.
Hello all of you all, welcome to chemistry class. Thank you sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So dear students, so now let's begin the chemistry questions. Okay, where is chemistry questions? Yeah. So all of you all the students, everybody is aware about the crash course advance which is going to start at Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. Dear students, we are going to have a 30 days intensive crash coaching on advance, and specially discount is available for the students who are getting more than 95 percentile. Okay, please fill up the Google form for further details. Thank you. Let's continue the class. Okay dear students, so here, come on all of you all, tell me the answer, quick answer for this. So for first option, the radius is 0.0529 into 1 square upon 1. For second one, radius is equal to 0.0529 into first orbit 1 square upon 2. Third one, radius is 0.529 into 2 square upon 2, right. Next, radius is equal to 0.529 into first orbit. So 1 square upon 3. Fifth one, R is equal to 0.529 into 2 square upon 4. Right. So let me check first orbit. So first orbit of helium, second orbit of helium, first orbit of lithium, second orbit of beryllium. Everyone give me thumbs up. What is the answer? Quickly, सभी लोग बताइए please. Right? So this one, identical radii. This one will have identical radii. Clear everyone? Please tell your answer everyone quickly. What is your answer? What have you ticked? Was the same question appeared in the examination or not? Any change you feel you require or something like that, please tell me. Okay. तीन आते हैं ना, first orbit, this is right. Okay, very good. So let's proceed further. Next question. Among the following, identify the one which gets precipitated out when passing H2S in presence of ammonium chloride. So H2S in presence of ammonium hydroxide, sorry, in presence of ammonium hydroxide, this will develop PPT with whom? It will develop PPT with cobalt, nickel, manganese and zinc ions. So everybody can see in this option iron, lead and copper. Only left over is what? Manganese plus 2, correct? So he is asking the highest possible oxidation state, okay? Therefore your answer is manganese plus 2. So what is the highest oxidation state? Highest oxidation state is plus 7. So answer is 7. Clear everyone? Come on, tell the answer. Agree? Pandey, Shubh, Nihar, right? Shiva, Prasad, got it? Dubey ji, right? Right. Answer is option C. Good. Now this is another very, very cheap, very, very local, very, very easy question. Only the thing is, everybody, do you agree? This will take time. Only time consuming, but this is very, very cheap question. So answer is A. 2 moles of cyclohexane. Cyclohexane is C6H12. 2 moles. So 2 moles, you can see here atoms are 18 atoms. So okay, 18 atoms into 2 into 6 into 10 to the power of 23 you can take. Correct? Option B, 68 point. So sucrose C12H22O11. Okay, 33, 45 atoms. Okay, into. Now this sucrose is nothing but weight upon gram molecular weight. So this is 684.2 upon 342. If you solve this, you will get 0.2 into 0.2 into 6 into 10 to the power of 23. Option C. Hydrogen have 2 atoms. 2 atoms, and here 70.2 liter of dihydrogen. So 70.2 liter divided by 22.4. How much it will become? Approximately how much? Calculator I don't have, sir. Okay, 70.2 divided by, we will do it exactly. So Matt Kim, sir. Right, all the students, you tell me what is the answer of this. I will be waiting for your answer, then I will give you the explanation. Quickly. Quick answer. Srinivas, Rabjit, Nihar, Prasad, Shiva, everyone, what is the answer of this? So everybody can see this is very good. This is very good. Plus M group, yes or no? Yes or no? This is very good. Plus M group. Right? And this is a bad group, or it has minus I effect, which is inversely proportional to. Hey, this is acidic strength is asking. Everyone? Is he asking acidic strength or basic strength? Srinivas, in exam acidic strength came. Srinivas, Prasad, tell me, acidic came in exam or basic came? Generally for these compounds he will ask basic, but here it is mentioned acidic. Please reply, anybody help me please, I got stuck. Anybody please help me, I got stuck. Is this acidic or basic? I feel it is basic. So scroll down, sir. So I can see some students. Basic, no? Who wrote the exam? They must know. So this is wrong. Here the word basic must come. These compounds will not ask. So hence D must be at last. Agree everyone? Agree? And A must be first. Right everyone? If this is the order, then who is satisfying the order? A, B and C. Clear? Strength of conjugate acid था. अब वो क्वेश्चन ही कंफ्यूज हो गया फिर वो. ठीक है, चलो इसको इग्नोर करो, नो प्रॉब्लम. Now, did this question came everyone? Everyone, did this question came? Comparison of the structures. So this is what compound? So according to RS, so you have to apply RS. So you have to apply CIP rules, Kane, Ingold, Prelog rules, right? So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So hand is going right hand side, this is R. Okay, descending order of conjugate. Okay. Now this one, 1, this is 2, atomic weight order, this is 3. So how is the answer? Yes, but the least priority group is above the plane, therefore the final answer is R. So everybody can see this is R and this is R. Now all of you tell me the answer. With one chiral carbon there cannot be dash stereomer. Nihar, with one chiral carbon dash stereomer possible nahi hai. Okay. So Meenu, I don't know. I'll tell you the final answer. Everyone listen. I don't know the structure because it is memory based. So imagine if both will come RR, then they are identical. If you'll get one is R, other is R, then you should call them identical. If one is S, other is S, then you should call them identical. If one is R and other is S, then they will be enantiomers. Everyone give me thumbs up. Clear? Clear? I don't know the answer. You know the structure. You know the structure. You draw and you compare. So answer can be identical or it can be even enantiomer. That depends upon the structure. But this concept you have to use. So this is the concept. Okay. Chalo. The decreasing order of acidity among the following is. So everybody know that strong acids are carboxylic acids, then phenols, then comes water, then comes alcohols and so on. This is one point, and second point, minus I effect is proportional to acidity. So using these 2 points, everybody can see D will be highest. Everybody agree? Then comes E. So if you are a good student and you are a clever fellow, so D highest, then E, then A cannot be the answer, D cannot be the answer. Then in B and A, if you see this has minus I effect, then B will be greater than A, then left over will be C. So answer is option B. Clear? Got it? Good question. And this model, if I am not wrong, this model has maybe this is there in NCERT, this is there in Sri Chaitanya papers, this is there in Infield Learn test series, it is available in market books, it is available in PYQs, it is present in earlier shifts. Every models you will find this type of question, and everybody have to agree such models appeared in the examination. Anybody from Infinity Learn who is my student and agree that this question I have explained in the class, give me thumbs up. If anyone is there, my student, whom I explained in grade 11, 12, please, or revision program, please give thumbs up. This model we studied several. not 1, 2. We covered this model already in the class. Okay. So all the Infinite Learn and Sri Chaitanya students and maybe others also, it's not like that, but many of them have solved. This is very commonly asked question. This question I am telling in live in front of everyone, to each and everyone, proudly and loudly I am telling. This question in IELTS examination as well as in class notes, in both we students at Infinite Learn have solved the same question. This manganese we have solved. So he is saying that manganese oxide and fluoride oxide will have, so everybody know highest oxidation state with manganese is Mn2O7, correct, and fluoride which is possible is MnF4, because many fluorines cannot get surrounded, you know, manganese is here, correct, many fluorines cannot get surrounded to it, therefore only Mn will show up to +4. So hence the oxidation state is +7 here and the oxidation state is +4. So what is he asking? The difference in oxidation state. The difference in oxidation state is 7 minus 4. I think no need to tell the answer. Got it, dear students? This particular question I am challenging in live session. This is there in Surfer's notes. This is there in Infinite Learn test series also. That is for sure. That is for 100% sure. This is there in our LTS. So I am challenging anybody. Everybody I am challenging. Anybody can come to me and ask. More than half of the papers of every examination of shifts are either from my notes or either from the Infinite Learn test series, because at Infinite Learn we know the test series are given very systematically and very carefully. They are not just given simply by copy paste, right. Now this is cheap question, very cheap. I want you to answer. I will not answer. Chalo, put the answer fast. I am waiting. Put the answer. You are typing mistake. This is A. So my friend Bhaskar, please check, this is A, not P. ABCD will come, PBCD he wrote. New alphabetical order. Okay. What is the answer? Over? So small typing mistake, nothing big issue. So tolerance reagent. Tolerance reagent is B. Agree? Ammonical silver nitrate solution. Fellings reagent is A. Okay. Copper sulfate plus sodium hydroxide plus tartrate salts. Williamson synthesis C. Bayer's reagent, cold dilute alkaline chemonophore is called Bayer's reagent. So BACD. Where is BACD? Option A. Very cheap, very local, very fundamental. If anybody have solved this wrong, I will tell like this to them. मुझे माफ कर दीजिए, क्षमा चाहता हूँ. Okay, because this question is very fundamental and 1000 times we studied these reagents in the examination. Chalo, next question. Alright. Now dear students, this is good question. I call this question as a good question. This is a good question. This type of questions will build up your subject. So now let us solve the problem. Styrene, right? So styrene is pH, this is styrene. This compound is called styrene. Styrene is treated with bromine in chloroform. So you will get CH, CH2, and here you will get Br and Br trans addition. Excess of sodamide. So if you treat with excess of sodamide, 3 moles is taken and 2 HBr is lost. So here you will get pH, C triple bond C, and this will become minus Na plus acetylide question will come. Now this question is treated with methyl iodide. So methyl iodide means this negative will attack here, iodine lost. So you are going to get pH C triple bond C, this is this one. This is Birch reaction. If anybody remember, Birch reduction, which we have done several times in the classroom. So this is called Birch reduction. And in Birch reduction, which products are obtained? We will get trans products. We will get trans alkenes. Now molecular mass of this alkene. So molecular mass, no need to say. This compound is nothing but this one. Oh, aerotos is there. So CH. How many carbons? 6, 7, 8, 9. Correct? 6, 7, 8, 9. Hydrogens 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 10. Okay. So 118. Yeah, very good. So this you can check it out. So okay, no doubt. Again, coming back to the crash course. From my mouth, clash is coming. Okay, sorry. Crash course, JEE Advanced, which I myself, my friend Akshay, Bharat sir, Aniruddha Roy sir, we all are going to teach you standard power pack JEE Advanced coaching from April 13th, and those students who have scored more than 95 percentile, you see that you are going to get a special discount. So please join the class so that you can crack JEE Advanced without wasting your precious time.
Google form also.
Right? Please fill the Google form, all of you all. Google form, jaldi bharo, fast. And now I welcome to continue the mathematics.
No, sir.
My department, my friend, Akshay Arora.
Hi everyone. So I have given you a shock.
The king of mathematics.
Yeah, thank
What
you
is
so
this
much.
called, sir? Static electricity.
Sparkle.
Just now we got, no?
Yeah.
Static electricity.
So I got charge and I've shared the charge with you.
Okay.
I got positive. You got
Okay, dear
negative.
students, take care. Bye bye.
Alright, so hi everyone. We are back again with the math question. As sir has already discussed with you about the crash course over here. So crash course is targeting the JEE Advanced preparation, and this is for the 1 year program, like 1 month program, and definitely who have got more than 95 percentile in the JEE Mains, definitely they'll be getting a huge amount in the scholarship. So there is a Google form being given in the chat section. Just fill out that form, and based on the information that you provide to us, definitely our academic counselor, they will connect with you, and whatever is the best possible scholarship that they can give you, so definitely they'll give you over the call. So let's begin, my dear students, with the next set of the question. Guys, this is also one of the easiest question that we have from the JEE Main this time, related to the application of integration area bounded between the two curves. X plus 3y square equal to 0 and x plus 4y square equal to 1, and area between these two curves they are asking from us. So I will just teach you a shortcut of how to deal with such problems. Whenever you have two quadratics, whenever you have a linear and a quadratic, or whenever you have a quadratic and a linear, and they're asking you to get the area bounded between the two curves. So one of the method is, let's say you will be solving these two equations, getting the common points between these two curves, and then you will use the help of integration. You'll be integrating from small a to small b, and then you'll be getting the answer. So that will take a lot amount of time. Now to save your time in doing the questions, I'll just give you a short trick which will be helping you out in doing the question within seconds, not in minute, within seconds. All right, so how will you do that? What you do here, my dear students, you write the first equation, x plus 4y square minus 1 equal to 0, and you write the second equation, which is x plus 3y square and then equal to 0, my dear students. Now you subtract both the equations. So two quadratics you are subtracting. If you subtract both the equations, what will happen? X and x will get cancelled. 4y square minus 3y square will be y square, and then minus 1, which is equals to 0. After subtracting the equation, you got a quadratic, and that quadratic is 1y square and then 0y, then minus 1 equal to 0. For this quadratic that you obtain, find the value of discriminant. So discriminant is b square minus 4ac. So over here b square minus 4 into a into c you will do. So you will be able to get the result as plus 4. This is how we got the value of the discriminant. Once you got the value of d, so my dear students, I just want to tell you a direct formula, which is area bounded between the two curves. Even here, you don't have to find the point of intersection of the two curves. See how important this formula would be for all those students who have the exam in the upcoming shift. Area bounded between the two curves will be equals to discriminant raised to the power 3 by 2 over 6a square. And what is a? A is a coefficient of the 2 degree term. So the coefficient of the, because here it is ay square plus by plus c. So a is a coefficient of the 2-degree term. So let's say d value we got 4 raised to the power 3 by 2 over 6 times 1 square. So bache 4 can be written as 2 square, and then 2 square, 2 and 2 will get cancelled, 2 cube will be obtained, which is 8, and 8 by 6 will be equals to 4 by 3. See, within seconds you can get the answer to this question if you know this method. Guys, how did you like this method? Were you knowing this method before? Please let me know in the chat section, guys. So the answer to this question will be 4 by 3, and I hope everyone in the class is able to understand how we did this problem. After this, my dear students, there is another problem which is again easy problem from the mathematics section. They have said that one of the root is 1, other root is 1 plus iota root 2 of the equation which is x cube, then it is ax square, then it is bx, and then it is c, which is equal to 0. So bache, one of the root they already given to us, that is 1, and the other root is an imaginary root which is 1 plus root 2 iota. Now whenever the imaginary root exists, they always exist in the conjugate pair. So let's say one of the root is alpha plus iota beta, then the other will be alpha minus iota beta. So here the other root has to be 1 minus iota root 2. Now bache, you have the 3 roots, so you will be able to create the 3 factors. So the first factor will be x minus 1, other will be x minus 1 plus root 2 iota. Are you able to understand this? And the third will be x minus 1 minus root 2 iota. This is the third factor. And you will be making the product of them equal to 0. And you will be comparing this cubic equation, the cubic that you will obtain from here, comparing the cubic equation, and this cubic equation with what? With the given cubic equation, x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c, which is equals to 0. So bache, over here you will have the value of ABC. A is the coefficient of x square, directly you can find the coefficient of x square, you will have minus 3. B is a coefficient of x, that is 5. C is a constant, that is minus 3. You can just multiply and then easily you can find the coefficient of x square, coefficient of x, and the constant. Once you got this ABC value, then you have to substitute this ABC over here, and you have to integrate from minus 1 to plus 1. So x cube you have, then A value you have, then B value you have, then C value you have, and bache, you have to integrate from minus 1 to plus 1. Is that clear to you? Now, if you try to integrate from minus 1 to plus 1, I also want to tell you that here also there is a trick. And what is the trick about? Because two parts here, x cube plus 5x. But this is an odd function. So if you integrate from minus 1 to plus 1, definitely that will give you the answer 0. And bache, the remaining thing, that is minus 3x square and then minus 3. From minus 1 to plus 1, you can integrate them separately, or you can write here as minus 3x cube upon 3 and then minus 3x. So over here, bache, you will be able to see that you have to integrate from minus 1 to plus 1. First of all, you will write here plus 1. As you write plus 1, so minus 1 and then minus 3 you will have. And then you will write minus 1. As you write minus 1 over here, so it will become plus 1. And if you write minus 1 over here, then it will become plus 3. So you will be able to see that the final integration that we are obtaining is minus 4 and then minus 4. So minus 8 will be the final answer to this question. Is it clear to everyone that how we did this problem? Very easy problem it was. Now let's go ahead for the next problem. Now this particular type of the differential equation, I told you earlier also that the questions are coming from the linear differential equation. Here also the question is from the linear differential equation, but they have given some tricky problem in the integration. See, whenever you have a problem of this type, dy by dx plus py is equals to q. So bache, there is a concept of finding the integrating factor, that is e raised to the power integration p dx. This is a concept. So bache, you have to find the integration of p. But if you observe this question, you will observe that here this p term, bache, this p term is very complicated. So you might be thinking, sir, how will I be able to integrate this p term with respect to x? So right now I'll just focus on how to integrate this p term. But if you see that in the first two terms, here we have 6x square, here you have 3x square, here you have e raised to the power minus 2x. So if you take 3x square common in the first two terms, so you will have here 2 and then you will have here e raised to the power minus 2x. And then in the next two terms, my dear students, if you take 2 also common and e raised to the power minus 2x common, so you will be having x cube plus 2. You will have x cube plus 2 if I take 2 common. And then, my dear students, you have to divide by x cube plus 2 times 2 plus e raised to the power minus 2x. So I'm trying to factorize it. Now, bache, if you divide these two terms individually by the denominator, then you will observe that the first term is getting 3x square over x cube plus 2, and the second term, bache, x cube plus 2 getting cancelled. So 2 times e raised to the power minus 2x, and then whole divided by 2 plus e raised to the power minus 2x. You are obtaining this as the second term. Now, bache, this is the p that we have got, and we have to integrate this p with respect to x. So how will you integrate it? Bache, just imagine if you assume this lower part as t. If you assume this denominator as t, the numerator will be dt, and dt upon t will be log t. So directly I am writing log x cube plus t over here. And bache, over here if you see, if you assume the denominator as t, so here you will observe that this is minus dt. Here it is minus dt. So minus dt over t is minus of log t. So I hope you all are able to understand this, how we have written this. Now log a minus log b, my dear students, it will become log a over b. So log x cube plus 2 over 2 plus e raised to the power minus 2x. So this is the value which is the integration of p dx in the formula. So bache, if you have to write the integrating factor, it will be e raised to the power log, and inside the log we have this expression. So the final integrating factor that we will have is x cube plus 2 whole divided by 2 plus e raised to the power minus 2x. Are you all able to understand how we got this integrating factor in this question? If you are able to understand this, my dear students, now we have to find the solution. So for finding the solution, what I will do, I will write y into integrating factor, and then is equals to integration of q. What is q? Q is this 2 plus e raised to the power minus 2x. Q into integrating factor, and then integration with respect to x plus c. So bache, what you have to deal with here, so here 2 plus e raised to the power x will get cancelled. We will be left with x cube plus 2, and we have to integrate it. So it will be x raised to the power 4 over 4, and then plus 2x in the right hand side. However, in the left hand side it is y into x cube plus 2, and then whole divided by 2 plus e raised to the power minus 2x. And then here it is plus c. But this is the answer that we are obtaining. Are you able to understand how we got this answer? Any problem till now? Sir, how log came? Which one? This one. This log came here. If you assume this as t, this will be dt, dt upon t is log t. If you assume this denominator as t, this is minus dt upon t is log t. And then here log a minus log b is log a upon b. Integrating factor is e raised to the power integration p dx. E raised to the power log will be the argument of log itself. This is how the question been done. Okay, are you all able to understand? All right. Now, once you are able to understand, they have given some values to it. That is, if x is 0, then y is 3 by 2. So you substitute x 0, you will have y 3 by 2. So 0, 3 by 2 you will substitute, and you will find the value of c from here. And then, my dear students, you substitute x1 and the value of y, you have to find it out. And then compare it with this, you will find the alpha. So did you understood the complete process? Only the calculation you have to do here. Nothing other than that. Just put x value 0, very easy to put. You will get the value, and y value 3 by 2, you will get the c. C, you will get nearly half. And once you get the value of c, then you will get the complete answer. And in that complete answer, put the value of x as 1. You will have the value of y in this terms. So alpha value, very easily you will be able to find it out. I hope, my dear students, everyone, the major tough part that the students was worried about is integration. How will I be able to integrate p with respect to x? So I have just taught you how will you integrate p with respect to x. Okay, is it clear? Are you all able to understand? Can I take to the next question? All right. Now here is another question, maximum value of this function they are asking from us. So how will you be getting the value of this maximum value of this function? So bache, you have 16, which can be written as 8 into 2. Then it is sin x by 2. Then it is cos x by 2. And bache, cos square I am writing separately. Can I write in this way? No. So 2 into sine into cos, you already know that is sin x. And cos square, bache, it can be written as 1 plus cos x upon 2. So bache, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Ultimately, we are having 4 times sine and then 1 plus cos x. Did you understood this? Alright. If you understood this, this is a function which have to be maximized or minimized. To maximize or minimize this function, let's find the derivative of this function f dash. So it will be first function as it is, differentiation of second function, plus second function as it is, and then the differentiation of first function. Alright. If I try to simplify it, I'll take this 4 to the other side, and I'll be able to see here that minus sine square I am getting, cos x I am having, cos square minus sine square, I will be able to write it as cos 2x, which is equal to 0. In this way, cos c plus cos d if you apply, so you will have 2 cos c plus d by 2 and then cos c minus d by 2, which is equal to 0. But one thing is, if you make this 3x by 2 equal to pi by 2, you will be able to get the value of x as pi by 3. One of the value of x you got as pi by 3. Other, if you make x by 2 as pi by 2, then the value of x will be pi. You can't exceed a number, a value of x which is greater than pi, because the interval is also defined that the value of x has to be between 0 and pi only. So even if you take 3 pi by 2 as 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, in those values also the value of cos theta gets 0. But however, if I equate this x by 2 as 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, I'll get the value of x greater than this interval. That is why these are the two allowed values. You can check for maxima or minima, but they're asking maximum. These are the critical points. One of the value will give us maxima, other will give us minima. Let's directly put in the function. If you put directly in this function, let's say pi. So sin pi will be 0, so we are getting the function value as 0. This, I think it should be minima. Let's check for pi by 3 also. If you substitute pi by 3, my dear students, so you already have the value sin pi by 3, which is equals to root 3 by 2, and then cos pi by 3, which is half, so 1 plus half, it will be 3 by 2. You'll be able to see that the result that we are getting after the simplification is 3 root 3. That is the reason, my dear students, that it is greater than 0. So that was a minima and this is maxima. So my dear students, the answer to this question, the maximum value of this function is option C, which is 3 root 3. Now we have another set of the math question that will not be taken by me, that will be taken by Ranjit sir. And those questions are also very easy, moderate level. However, sometimes you find that this type of the questions can make you lengthy problems. But the question is still, I would say it is a moderate, because lengthy it is, that can make it difficult. But however, the concept applied is easier. So I welcome Ranjit sir here to have a discussion over the next set of the question. So Ranjit sir, you can have a discussion.
Yes, thank you. Hi children, so we have next question here where two series are given to you, and then you are asked to find the values of logarithms, right? So we have alpha is equals to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16 and so on, like that up to infinite. Here you can see the a value of this is 1 by 4 and the common ratio is 1 by 2 here. So we can write this as 1 by 4 by 1 minus 1 by 2, which is going to be equals to half. And then we have beta, which is given to you as 1 by 3 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 27, so on up to infinite. Therefore, the a value is 1 by 3 here, as well as the common ratio is also 1 by 3. So we are going to get children here 1 by 3 by 2 by 3. This is getting cancelled. So here also you are going to get half. So alpha value is also half, beta value is also half. Then I am asked to find the value of 0.2 power log base root 5, and in the bracket we have alpha here, plus we have here 0.04 power log base 5 and beta, right? So the value of this, you see here 0.2 we have this, I can write it as 5 power minus 1. So this I am going to write as 5 power minus 1. So that will be multiplied with log base root 5. So 5 power 1 by 2, that is, and here I have 1 by 2. Okay. And here plus 0.04, which means 5 power minus 2, right? So here I can write 5 power minus 2 I can write, and into log base I can write here root 5 again. No, this is 5 power 1 by 2 we have here. So children, here we have 5 into this. If you observe, 5 power 1 by 2 will come as 1 by 1 by 2, so that is going to be 2, and here this 1 by 2 will give you minus 1 from the power, and here you have log base 5, here you have 2. Okay, so minus and minus 1 is going to get cancelled, you have 2 here. Okay, that we need to see. And then we have plus, you can see here 5 power minus 2 into, this is 5, so no need to take anything out, but here 2 power minus 1 we will be writing, so that I am writing it outside. So 2 into minus 1, and log base 5 here you have 2, so minus into minus plus, I'll be writing the next here, so that is going to be 5 power, this 2 goes up, so this will be 5 power log base 5 and 2 power 2, and the same happens with the next one, 5 power log base 5 and 2 power 2. So this is going to be 2 power 2 4 and 2 power 2 4. Overall the value of this is going to be equals to 8. So 8 is the final answer we are going to get here. Alright, so I just need to know the basic idea of logarithms to find this answer, and here we have a simple formula which is S infinite is equals to A by 1 minus R. Alright, very easy question if you know the basics. Alright, then next question we have. In the expansion of 9x minus 1 by 3 root x power 18, x is greater than 0. If the term independent of x is 221k, then the k value is equals to, is what asked me. So term independent tr plus 1, I am going to write it as 18cr. So 9x power, I have to write here 18 minus r, and minus 1 by 3 root x power, you are going to write r here. Alright, so the next thing which we will have here is 8cr, and I can write here 9 power 18 minus r separately, and x power I am writing here 18 minus r, and then you have, as you have a minus sign, I am just writing it at one point, and here x power minus r by 2 I have. So this is going to be simplified into 18cr, 9 power 18 minus r, and x power 18 minus r by 2, and here I have minus 1 by 3 power r. So children, here as we are looking for term independent, this need to be equals to 0. So 18 is equals to 3r by 2, so this is going to be 6 here, so r you are going to get it as 12. If the value of r is 12, then just see here 18c12, and that is equals to 221k. So 221k I have to write here, and then we have r value as 12. So this is 9 power 6 multiplied with minus 1 by 3 power 12. So that is going to be a positive value only, power 12. So we have here 1 by 3 power 12. As these two values are equal, they will get cancelled. Now I know here 8, I just have to write 221 times of k is equals to 18 factorial divided by 12 factorial into 6 factorial. Just try to simplify this. You have here 18, 17, 16, 15, 14 and 13, and for this you have 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 6 and 3, 18 we can cancel, and 4 2s is getting cancelled, here you are going to get 2, and 5 1s 5 3 you can cancel here. Alright, 3 1s 3 5s I can cancel here. 1 second, 6 and 3 I cancelled 18, and 5 if I cancel here it is going to be 3, and 3 3s I can cancel here, and 4 we are going to get here 4. Okay, so all I am having here is 221k is equals to 17 into 13 into 14 into 4. So 221 is 17, 13 is going to get cancelled, so k value is 84 at the end, where 14 into 4 is going to be equals to 84. Alright, so here you just need to know about the term independent and you will get your answer. Next, so okay, then physics sir will come. Alright.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Hi students, good evening everyone. Welcome, welcome. Okay, today the physics paper again, I'll say not very difficult. We are following a similar trend, which is January was very tough. But this time it's very similar to the older papers, 2025, 2024, that level of questions are coming, not very difficult, also not very time consuming like you had in the January session. So it's scoring, that's what you can expect even in the coming days. Hello Abhijit, good evening, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's begin. Before that, to all the students who are watching this right now, we'll be starting an intensive advanced batch from April 13th. You will have multiple classes a day, you will get assignments and all of that, and it's sort of a limited seats, it's sort of an invite only. There will be a Google form link down in the description, in the chat also you will get it, it will be posted very soon. Fill that up, because based on your January percentile, based on your April percentile, you might be eligible for that advanced batch. It's not like anyone can apply, but you might be eligible. So make sure you fill the form now, because again, the form will close very soon if the sufficient number of people have already filled it. So if you haven't filled it yet, fill the form up. You can become a part of this advanced batch where you'll be taught by the top faculties, top IIT faculties. There'll be like daily classes, doubt clearing, assignments, all of that to help you crack your JEE Advanced. That being said, chalo, let's focus back on this mains. It says a circular coil, radius 2 cm and 125 turns, carries a current of 1 ampere. The coil is placed in a uniform magnetic field of 0.4 Tesla. Axis of the coil makes an angle of 30 degrees with the direction of the magnetic field. The torque acting on the coil is A into 10 to the power minus 4 Newton meter. Find the value of A. Simple formula, we know torque is equal to magnetic moment into magnetic field into sine of theta. Thankfully, theta is already given to us as the magnetic moment vector and magnetic field vector, because I know magnetic moment always points along the axis, right? Once we've got that down, what is the formula for magnetic moment for a circular coil? It is NIAB, number of turns into current into area into magnetic field. I think it's all provided to us. Sine theta. Plug in the values. Number of turns is 125. Current is 1 ampere. Area is, the radius is given, so pi r square, that would be 2 square, that's 4 pi. And because it was in centimeters, so 10 to the power minus 4. Magnetic field is 0.4 Tesla. And sine of theta, it's 30 degrees. So sine of 30 degree would be factor of half. What all can we take out over here? Over here, let's get rid of this. Make it 10 to the power minus 5. Get rid of this. This goes with a 2. 125 into 4. 125 into 4, that's 500. 500 into 2, that is 1000. So I have 1000, there is still the pi, and a 10 to the power minus 5. Get rid of that, you have a 10 to the power minus 2, or rather a pi divided by 100. 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 will be a 10 to the power minus 2. So that's a pi divided by 100. So I think here we have to represent it as 10 to the power minus 4. Pi into 100 into 10 to the power minus 4. So this A value I'm assuming would be 100 pi, which is 340. Was that the answer? Was that the answer, students? Tell me. Terrified for tomorrow morning shift. Why are you terrified? Look at the papers. It's coming easy. In January, I could have understood you are terrified. April, why are you terrified? It's easy, papers are coming. Don't bother about it. Don't bother about it. You right now feel like you know very less. It's just your mind playing tricks on you. Okay, you know more than you think that you do right now. Acha, next comes a Zener diode has a Zener voltage 10 volt, maximum power dissipation of 0.5 watts. Then the minimum resistance to be used in series with this diode for safety when it is connected to a 25 volt power supply, right? So over here we have a 25 volt power supply. This is the resistance I want, and over here I have the Zener, right? The Zener can handle 10 volts and it can handle 0.5 watts. So the current that can flow through it, I is equal to power divided by the voltage, which is 0.5, divided by the voltage of 10 volts, which is 0.05 amperes. So that is the maximum current it can handle. Can't handle more than that. Now you know the Zener technically uses up 10 volts. A current of 0.05 amperes has to flow through the circuit, like the boundary case. This is 25 volts. This is 25 volts. Let the resistance be R. Of the 25 volts that you have provided, the Zener eats up 10 volts. It's going to consume 10 volts. So for this resistance R, you have a voltage difference of 15 volts left. Of that 25, take away 10. 15 is left for the resistance. So for that resistance, voltage is 15, current is 0.05. You can calculate R is equal to V by I. V is 15. 0.05. Get rid of this, put 100 in here. 3. The answer is 300 ohms. Okay? Should we go for the next one? Anyone with a doubt or having issues here, please let me know. We'll get that clarified. How many of you, by the way, have exam tomorrow? Sushil has, that he said. How many of you besides that have exam tomorrow? How many with exams tomorrow? 5th. Sunday exams. Easter Sunday. Those of you who are Christian would know, like tomorrow is Easter Sunday. Next question. Gun is mounted on the ground, fires bullets in all directions with the same speed. The farthest distance the bullet could reach is 6.4 meters. Then the speed of the bullets from the gun is how much? Okay, Rabijit, your morning shift. Indian, you have which shift? Pranjal, Indian, which shift do you have? Rabijit has morning shift. Which shift do you have? I know this is the farther distance, meaning the maximum range for the projectile motion. The maximum range is just U square divided by G. Because it's technically U square sine 2 theta by G. Sine 2 theta's maximum value can be 1. Pranjal, आपका shift 2 है. Shiva Prasad also this, Indian, it's morning shift. Okay. If it's morning shift, to all of you, all those who have morning shift tomorrow, we'll continue this paper discussion till about 9:30. Once that is done, please go to sleep. Go to sleep by 10 o'clock. Please don't think that overnight I will study till late night. I'm forgetting this, so I should revise. Please don't do that. Okay. So I want this speed U square is equal to RG. Maximum range is 6.4. G is 10. That's 64 meters. That's U square, so I can already see U is root over of 64. Answer is 8 meters per second. Option 8. That's it. ठीक है? Movie sphere बस आंसर नहीं बताएंगे, solve करते हुए जाएंगे क्योंकि in the coming shifts a similar question might come with a slightly different value. So more than the answer, you need to know how to solve it as well. But I'm solving quick. I'm not like deriving stuff. Solving quick only. Chalo, next one, let's move. This says a rigid dipole undergoes a simple harmonic motion about its center, the presence of an electric field, E1 is equal to E0 x cap. If another electric field, E2 is equal to 2 E0 y cap plus z cap is introduced to the system, what will be the percentage change in the frequency of the oscillation? Okay? I know the frequency is proportional to root over of the electric field because time period is what? 2 pi root over I by P into E. So frequency would be reciprocal of that. So in terms of electric field, it would just be proportional to root over of the electric field. Now the original electric field was just E0. But the new electric field, E dash I'll call it, remember it's not this. This is introduced, meaning from before this is also there. This is there plus this is there. So my new electric field E dash is E naught x cap plus 2 E naught y cap plus 2 E naught z cap. So if I go for the magnitude, root over of the E naught I can take out. I have this coefficient 1 square, coefficient 2 square, coefficient 2 square. This is 1 plus 4, that's 9, root 9 is 3, 3 E naught. So if I know that the frequency is proportional to E, if I make the electric field 3 times, then you know the new frequency would be root 3 times of the original frequency, because root over of 3 times. So root 3 times means what? It's 1.73 F. 1.73 from F became 1.73 F. So what is the percentage increase? 73%. That's it. Again, see, this is why I said syllabus completion is important. If syllabus is completed, don't bother. It's just your brain is against you right now. It is trying to convince you. It's like fight or flight response. Under stress, your fight or flight response. Now, your brain wants to use the flight response. It wants to run away. That is why it is telling you it is very scary. But you should control your brain and take it into the fight response. Go out there, give the fight tomorrow. I'm assuring you, you'll win the fight. Acha, this one says unpolarized light of intensity I naught passes through a combination of two polarizers whose transmission axes are 30 degree and 90 degree respectively. With respect to the horizontal, a third polarizer with its transmission axis at 60 degree with the horizontal is placed between the existing polarizers. Ratio of the output intensity with and without the third polarizer is how much? Okay? So let's visualize this. Let us visualize this setup. This is, suppose I will just draw the horizontal and the vertical axis. The first polarizer's transmission axis is like this. This is P1 at 30 degree. The next one, which I'll call as the third one, because I'll be putting something in between, so that will become like the third polarizer. That is 90 degree with the horizontal. So my P3 is here, correct? What is the angle between these two? This is 60 degree. Now what happens when you send unpolarized light? The first polarizer will just polarize it. It will make it from I naught to I naught by 2. It will convert from unpolarized to polarized. Okay? So after it passes through the first polarizer, it will just become I naught by 2. After passing through that third polarizer, that will become I1 cos square. The angle between their optic axis is 60 degree, cos square of 60. Cos 60 is half, so cos square 60 would be 1/4. So I1 is already I naught by 2, which is I naught by 8. So originally, when you had just these two polarizers, this was the intensity coming out. Okay? 96 percentile, yeah, if you worked hard these last 2 months, you'll get 99. Acha, this is chalo done. Now what do? I introduce a third polarizer in between. I put in a third polarizer 60 degree with the horizontal. Something sort of like this. This is my P2. Now what happens? P1 still polarizes it as it is, from unpolarized to polarized. So I1 does not change. I1 does not change. I1 dash I will say, it stays the same, I naught by 2, no problem there. Now, after passing through the second polarizer, remember, with regards to the first optic axis, the next polarizer is at 30 degree. So I2 dash is I1 dash cos square of 30 degree. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, square of that is 3 by 4. That is I naught by 2, which is 3 I naught by 8. Now, when it passes through that third polarizer, now this I2 is making 30 degree with the third polarizer. So, I3 dash is I2 dash cos square of 30 again. How much does that become? I2 dash is 3 I naught by 8. And again, cos square 30 is 3 by 4. That is 9 by 32. I want the ratio of this with and without. So it is 9 I naught by 8 by 32 divided by I naught by 8. So I can put it here. 32 divided by I naught by 8. This goes with a 4. This cancels. So your answer would be 9 by 4. Okay. Let's continue on to our next question. I hope this is clear to everyone. We're going through them fast. I don't want to waste your time unnecessarily. 36? 36? Where 36? 8 into 4 is 32, no? 8 into 4 is 32, not 36. Did I make a mistake? No. 9 by 4. I get 9:4. Indian, check once. It's not 9 into 4. It's not 9 into 4. Yeah, it's 9:4. Did I get this right? Or did I make some calculation mistake? Tell me in the chat. Could be I made a calculation mistake, but I think it's 9 by 4. Chalo, in the meantime, we'll move to our next question. It says the temperature of a metal strip having coefficient of linear expansion alpha is increased from T1 to T2, resulting in increase of its length by delta L1. The temperature is further increased from T2 to T3 such that the increase in the length is delta L2. The value of delta L2 is what? Okay, I think we'll need option, but anyway, we'll go ahead and solve it. What is my delta L1? That is over here, let's say that the original length was this, L0 into alpha T2 minus T1. Okay, first it passed through 30. Yeah, but the first one's job is to just polarize it. Its job is to just to polarize. From unpolarized to polarized. It will always be I naught by 2. It will always be I naught by 2, Raja. First one is always just unpolarized to polarized. That's it. Okay. Next is delta L2 would be L0 alpha T3 minus T2, right? I have been given T3 plus T1 is 2T2 and T2 minus T1 is delta T. 32 is only right. I think we have done correct. It's 9 by 4 only. Thank you everyone. Acha. Now over here, what I can do, I want to write delta L2. That's keep it L0 alpha. I can replace over here. I have T2 minus T1 and all that. So chalo, I can write T3 is 2T2 minus T1, right? From this equation. Swap it out over here. I have T2. One of the T2s cancel this out. I have a T2 minus T1. So delta L1 is L0 alpha T2 minus T1, that is delta T. So that's just delta L1. That's just delta L1. Was this one of the options? Was this the question, students? delta L2 is equal to delta L1. Was that it? Because then we have just done delta L2 value will be equal to delta L1 in terms of that. Okay, we'll move on to our next question then. This one says the de Broglie wavelength associated with an electron accelerated through a potential difference V is lambda E. De Broglie wavelength associated with a proton accelerated through the same potential difference is lambda P. If their corresponding masses are Me and MP respectively, then the ratio of the de Broglie wavelength is how much? Right? I know lambda is equal to h by p, and the momentum can be written as root over of 2mk. The kinetic energy comes because the charged particle is accelerated through the potential difference. So it's h 2m into the charge into the voltage. Now see, between this electron and this proton, Planck's constant is a constant. I don't bother about it. Right? This option was not there, delta L2 equal to delta L1. L plus delta L1, was it? What is L? Has any L been provided? I don't think an L has been provided here. No L has been provided, at least the memory based question that we got. I don't think there is an L provided. Delta L2 is equal to delta L. Delta, not getting what you're saying, Rekha. But okay, I'll re-verify the question. By the way, students, some questions get re-verified again because we are continuously getting more and more questions. Okay, L0 is equal to L plus. Was an L provided here? Was an L or L1 provided here? Because this is what I've got from memory based. Now, remember students, there might be some changes in this as we get more questions from more students, and we also create a PDF version of this that goes in our Telegram channel, so make sure you stay subscribed. If an L1 would have been given, you could have delta L1 is equal to L1 plus L1 alpha delta T, right? You could have that, and from there you can plug in L1 if need be from there, but I think an L value might have been given. I think an L value then might have been given in the question. I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, if you have this, you can just put delta L2 in here, that L1 into 1 plus alpha T. That's it. If delta L1 is equal to delta L2, then delta L2 is just L1 into 1 plus alpha delta T. That would have been the answer if they would have given you an L1. Okay, this is what I've got, but again, this is memory based. Okay, then probably this would have been the answer if then L1 value was given to you. ठीक है, डेल्टा L1 की वैल्यू थी में डेल्टा L1, ठीक है, we'll verify students. Delta L2 is no, I would still go with this. I can have like L1 is equal to L0 1 plus alpha T1, right? And L2 is the same thing, L0 1 plus alpha T2. Then L2 minus L1, L3 minus L2 we can do. Okay? Maybe some initial length would have been given, you plug that in, that's it. We'll check that later, yes. Chalo. So over here we found the wavelength. Now see, between this electron and this proton, It's accelerated through the same potential difference. Only thing different is the mass, and I say lambda is inversely proportional to root over of the mass. Then lambda E by lambda P would be root over of lambda P by lambda E, option A. Simple. Okay. Chalo, we'll move to our next question. This says a diode under reverse biased condition provides very small current which is nearly independent of the voltage until a critical limit at which the current increases drastically. Yes, that is called as the reverse saturation current, the little current that goes through reverse saturation current till you hit breakdown. After breakdown, the current rapidly increases. Next, the reasoning. Below the critical voltage, meaning it's still reverse biased, only majority charge carriers flow which increases drastically. Nope. It is the minority charge carriers that move, because over there the majority charge carriers are held in place by the reverse bias. The current flow, the reverse saturation current comes is because in that depletion region, which in reverse bias is pretty wide, in that because of thermal agitation, a electron hole pair is created. And it is those electron hole pairs that get accelerated because of the electric field set up in the depletion region. Now those are minority carriers, not majority carriers. So the correct answer is A is true, but R will be false. It's the minority charge carriers that move, that creates the reverse saturation current. It's not B. Assertion is correct, reasoning is false. Got it, everyone? Acha, next is match the following. Let's see, work function. Work function is what? It's at the end of the day energy. Energy is, I'm assuming these are all powers. Energy is always mL2T minus 2. That is done. Stopping potential. Stopping potential. Potential you can write as energy by charge, right? Energy by charge, and charge can be written as current into time. So dimensionally, 2 divided by current is A, and here I have a T. mL2 T minus 3, and I'm assuming this is A minus 1. Assuming this is A minus 1. Okay? Acha, this is stopping potential goes with this. Next is Planck's constant. Planck's constant, this is stopping potential. Planck's constant, H is equal to E into T. Because H mu is frequency 1 by T, cross multiply E into T. So mL2T minus 1, mL2T minus 1, that goes with Planck's constant. Then I am assuming frequency, I don't think there is an M2 here. I think it would just go with this. Jatin, moment of inertia, we'll get to that, we'll get to that one. I have lots of questions. Oh, so your question came. I think there was a diagram. Here. Mass M, radius R, rotating about this axis. Was this the diagram? Tell me in the chat. Jatin, is this question what you're asking? Is this the question? Please tell me if the diagram is correct. Mass M, radius R, free to oscillate about the axis as shown. For small oscillations, the time period is. Confirm to me if this is the diagram. So basically, it is a disk that is rotating about an axis passing through its edge, tangential axis, right? That is in the plane of the disk, meaning, I do not have a disk here, but it's like the disk is rotating like this. Disk is not rotating like this, disk is rotating like this, right? So over here, because we are dealing with oscillations and it will rotate because of gravity, this is a compound pendulum or a physical pendulum. In a physical pendulum, the time period formula is 2 pi root over I by mgx. I refers to the moment of inertia about the turning axis. x refers to the perpendicular distance from the axis to the center of mass. ठीक है? Was it a ring? Was it a ring or a disc? Was it a ring or a disc? Sultan, I'm not. मैं Sri Chaitanya Academy से नहीं हूँ. I'm from Infinity Learn, which is the online version of Sri Chaitanya Academy. Ring. Confirm me, students. Chalo, whatever. The moment of inertia value is what will change. How do I get moment of inertia? Remember about this axis for a disk. I'll do for a disk because the question says a disk. That's mr square by 4. With that, I shift parallel axis theorem. So about this axis, my moment of inertia becomes 5 mr square by 4. Because mr square by 4 plus mr square. If it was a ring, if it would have been a ring, then it would have been mr square by 2. Shift here, that would be 3 mr square by 2. It was disk only. Okay? So disk only, so then these values are correct. I take that, what is my x? Perpendicular distance of the center of mass from the axis is r. So we put it in there. I is 5 mr square by 4 m g, x is r. Take the m out, one of the r's out. So I have 2 pi 5r by 4g. Do I have an option? Yes, option A. That is the correct answer. Okay. Next one, it says at t equal to 0, body of mass 100 gram starts moving under the influence of a force 5 I cap plus 10 j cap. After 22 seconds, its acceleration is, its position is 2x I cap plus 5 y j cap. The ratio, not ration. This is not LPG. After 2 seconds, the ratio of x is to y is how much? Okay, you got 3 by 2. What? If it's a ring, it would be 3 by 2. If it's a ring, it would be 3 by 2. If it's a disk, it would be 5 by 4. Both answers I am telling you. If it is a disk, it is 5 by 4. If it is a ring, it is 3 by 2. Option B. Where have you sent? In chat, how can you send an image? Lots of text, it will go right now. Chalo, we'll move to the next one. Rekha, if you have sent, it's a little difficult for me to follow through the chat. But anyway, chalo, over here we have a force. Let's try to get to the acceleration because then I can find on the basis of time the position. Acceleration vector would be force divided by the mass. Mass is 0.1 kg. Keep it in SI units. So if I divide with 0.1, this would just become 50 I cap plus 100 j cap, right? Now I just need to find after, this is constant acceleration. So AX is equal to 50 and AY is equal to 100. Constant acceleration. So I can get X is equal to, it starts moving, meaning initial velocity is 0. So X is equal to half AX into t square, half into 50 into the time square is 2 square. Take one of the 2's out, that is 100. And y coordinate is half AY t square, that is half into 100 into 2 square. Again, this goes, I have 200. So I have to represent it as 2x and that is 5y, right? 2x and 5y. So 2x is 100, meaning x then is 50 and 5y is 200, meaning y then is equal to 40. So x by y is then just 5 by 4. Option A. Okay, you've taken admission in Sri Chaitanya Academy Hyderabad. Great. Great, Sultan. You're part of the Sri Chaitanya family now. All of you here are part of the Sri Chaitanya Academy JEE channel family. And we'll obviously be taking care of you through this advanced course. So once again, reminding to all of you, there is a Google form link down below. Okay? There's a Google form link down below. Please fill it up. We have a JEE Advanced crash course coming up. There's very limited seats in that, depends on your percentile and all of that. So please fill it up if you haven't yet. You're going to get all 30 days. So from April 13th till May 13th, you will have this entire crash course. You will have daily 3 classes, each subject, physics, chemistry, maths. The timings would be from 2 to 6:15 p.m. Every day classes, you have time to do your own practice. We'll be giving you assignments where you can practice on, where you can work on. And you'll obviously be taught by the top faculties of Sri Chaitanya over here. Okay, so please fill up the form if you haven't yet. In the meantime, I think some chemistry questions have come. So I'll hand it over to Dr. Sarfaraz sir over here. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Already we have discussed, dear students, chemistry questions. Where is Sri Chaitanya Academy main branch? Main branch is in Hyderabad, Sultan, but it is also located in different parts of cities. Okay, right? Right. Okay. So I think here you can scan this. Mr. Sultan, you can scan and get the details. Okay? Chalo. Pairs of elements with same number of electrons in their respective f orbital is. So all of you all should know. Europium is 4f14, 4f. 1 minute. Right? Okay, Srinivas, thank you. So europium, gadolinium and terbium and hafnium, if you see, you can see they have 4f7, 4f7 and 4f14, 4f14 electrons. Okay, hence answer is A. Identify the correct set representing basic oxides. B, acidic oxide A, amphoteric oxides M, neutral oxides M. So everybody can see direct answer without wasting time. Okay. So first this one is neutral. So order must be basic, acidic, amphoteric and neutral. So you can see basic here calcium oxide, acidic Cl2O7, amphoteric Al2O3 and neutral is NO. So this is the best suiting in the choice. The question wasn't there, I don't know. Was this question was there, Srinivas? Srinivas, was this question was there? Why means what? Tyrosine. Okay. T 309. Q, glutamine. P for proline. Okay. What is the answer? Tell me. Jatin Rajput, ye nahi aaya. Jatin Rajput, Srinivas, this question didn't came. Structure was given. Okay. Structure was given. Okay, I don't know because students memory based question it is. So hence you have to see the structure. I don't know if you can draw the structure if you want. Right. Now you can see 20 ml of acetic acid solution is neutralized by. So take 2 beakers. So in this you can take 20 ml of acetic acid and here you can take 20 ml of acetic acid. Correct everyone? Okay. Now in this when you add 28.08 ml, then 100% neutralized. Everybody agree this? correct everyone? He said that this got 100% it got neutralized. And if same 14.04 ml, that means in this if you add 14.04 ml, then everybody should know it should be 50% neutralized. Agree everyone? Please give me thumbs up everyone. Do you agree with the question? Madhavi, Jatin, Srinivas, do you agree? So half if you add. Therefore, pH is equal to pKa plus log base 10 concentration of salt upon concentration of the weak acid. So everybody tell me, if 50% is neutralized, then do you agree that 50% salt will form? Everybody agree this? If 50% is neutralized, then 50% salt will form? Yes. Then if both are same, then we know that at this scenario pH will become equal to what? pK, because same values if you keep there, they get cancelled. Log base 10 log base 10 1, it is 0, and you are going to get pH is equal to pK. Agree? Right? Dhanush, Joy, Jatin, Mukesh, Srinivas, Madhavi. Okay? Next, product of D ultra with concentrated nitric acid. So what is the concept here? Everyone tell me what is the concept here. The concept here is, on top any number of carbons are there is aldehyde, and at the bottom any number of carbons are there, that is alcohol. And if you do oxidation with nitric acid, that is HNO3, then any number of carbons are there, top also will become acid and bottom also will become acid. Aldehyde also will become acid, alcohol also will become, primary alcohol also become acid. That is the concept. Clear everyone? This is the concept. Right? Now dear students, you can see here is that, okay. So here you can see this structure is error. Right? Now it is giving optically inactive dicarboxylic acid means sigma should be present. Sigma should be present. If the sigma should be present, then OH must be same side. Am I right everyone? Everyone agree? If a sigma must be present to show optical inactivity, then OH must be same side. So this is already out. Here you can see OH are opposite. Here you can see OH are opposite. So left over answer is what? Option A. If you want the answer, I can draw for you. This will be acid. This will be acid. This is OH. This is OH. This is H. This is H. And this is very famous name, mesotartaric acid. Actually, one extra point I am telling you, it is mesotartaric acid. Got it? Joy, Jatin, everyone give me thumbs up. Everybody agree this? Everyone agree this? Very simple. Concept is here. Okay, hints here, and you got the answer. Finish. It's not hard, it's not easy, but this is a very standard question, and this question I call this as a 5-star question. This is the question where a student's real intelligence will come out. Okay, let's make it 7-star. Right. Next. Oh my goodness, these models came 1000 times. Everybody should agree compulsory. Such model of questions came 1000 times. Okay, so here you can see first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. Okay, even a mad fellow will say that this is MLX complex. Yes or no? MLX means ML4, no? This is ML4, this is ML4, this is ML4, and this is ML6. So obviously, so 4 must be Q. Mad fellow will also tell. It wasn't match the following of, okay, maybe it is multiple choice. Anyone, you just check your answers. Now, we know that this nickel, this one is very famous, okay, strong field ligand, okay, and it is DsP2 hybridization. 2S, 2 will be S. 1 is sp3, with 0 unpaired. So 1 R. Okay. So this is P. Right, everyone? Srinivas maybe didn't came in match the following. One of our students said it came in match the following. You can check whatever it came and you can match with it. Okay, Srinivas, Jatin, Joy. Okay, good and nice to see you. Next, which allotrope of phosphorus is thermodynamically most stable and least reactive? So which is most reactive? Everyone tell me. Most reactive form is what? Tell me. Most reactive P4 is which phosphorus? Anybody? White. And which phosphorus is least reactive, or actually it is N time, it is black. So the order is white, red, then black. Actually white phosphorus sometimes is referred as yellow phosphorus. Everybody give me thumbs up. White phosphorus was sometimes referred as yellow phosphorus. Next, did this question came Madhavi, Srinivas, Prasad, Sai, all the students, did it question came or not? First of all, beforehand only tell me, because you are telling sometimes question change, difference came, something like that. Madhavi, tell me. Srinivas, tell me. Right. So Sudarshan, students like you are giving some questions based upon their memory. If you remember exact question, Mr. Sudarshan, please give me. I will take it here now only. On the spot, I will take the question and on the spot, I will answer you. Okay, Sudarshan? Sudarshan Shiv Kumar. Please, you give. Okay, this question came. Srinivas, Sudarshan. Right. So everybody can see that barium sulfate has sulfur. So we can tell 233 grams have 32 grams of this. Correct? Then how much it came here? 0.932 grams have X. So X is equal to how much? I am using calculator. 0.932 into 32 divided by 233. So it is 0.128 grams. This is first step. Second step is percent of sulfur is 0.128 upon 0.32 into 100. Okay. So divided by 0.32, 40. Okay. Okay, no problem, Madhavi. You can modify concept if you got, because see, students will not give exact answer after coming, right? No problem. This question came, Madhavi, Srinivas, Sudarshan, Jain. Tell me about this one. Jain, Srinivas. Okay, good. So hybridization of nitrogen in ammonia. So even a mad fellow who forgot chemistry also can tell the hybridization of nitrogen in ammonia is what? sp3. In this one, everybody know that due to back bonding, okay, I am showing you one molecule, the lone pair disappear and this will become trigonal planar. Okay, this is BB. What is BB? Back bond. Right? So you can see it is actually trigonal planar geometry and hybridization will be sp2. Next. Okay. So questions are completed. So again, let's remind to each and everyone that from 13th of April, we are starting crash course. Okay. For all the JEE Advanced students who are very interested, and chemistry myself will be taking, mathematics Bharat sir will take, physics Anuruddha Roy sir will be taking. So all the students, those who have scored more than 95 percentile, please fill up the Google form, sir, please. Okay, so let it be, Srinivas, let it be from morning or evening, because students are giving hybrid questions. It's not a problem. Okay, so thank you all of you. I welcome our next sir. He'll be continuing the further classes. So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Please continue all of you all. Bye.
Okay, so we have seen 2 questions, and then again we have 2 more questions here, and then followed by 3 more mathematics questions. Yes, so we have a functions question here. Function is given as f of x is equals to x minus 1 power 4 plus 1, right? And here the function is mentioned as f of x is equals to f inverse of x. So in these cases, it will be equal if and only if f of x is equals to x at this point. So we can take x minus 1 power 4 plus 1 is equals to x. So x minus 1 power 4 will be equals to x minus 1. Now if you observe this, this will be satisfied at when x is equals to 1 and x is equals to 2. So there are 2 points where these are going to intersect. One is 1 and 2. So I have 2 points here, and they mentioned here exactly 2 elements. So 2 points. Statement 1 is correct. And the next statement which they have mentioned, f of x is equals to f inverse of x plus 1. So f of x is x minus 1 power 4 plus 1, that is equals to f inverse of x plus 1. So we need to find out f inverse of x now. So f inverse of x is going to be, you know, this I will be taking like let's say y is equals to x minus 1 power 4 plus 1. So y minus 1 will be equals to x minus 1 power 4. So x will be equals to y minus 1 power 4 plus 1. So f inverse of x will be what? X minus 1 power 1 by 4 plus 1. So here I have to write x minus 1 power 1 by 4 plus 1. So these two are going to get cancelled. Now I have 2 things here, x minus 1 power 4 and x minus 1 whole power 4, right? Sorry, in this also I have to substitute x plus 1. So when I substitute that, this is going to be x power 1 by 4, right? So if we draw the graph of x minus 1 to the power 4, this will be a upward parabola, and x power 1 by 4 will be so somewhat like this, and they mentioned it is a empty set where there are intersecting points here, so it cannot be a empty set. All right, so you can say that option 1 is correct, I mean statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is wrong. So only one is true here. All right, now the next one, you have a matrix here, and determinant of A minus alpha I is equals to 0, where alpha is a real number, and if the largest possible value of alpha is P, then the circle is given to you, intersects the coordinate axis at how many points is the question, right? So if I write this A minus alpha I is equals to 0, you are going to get a, this is a characteristic equation. So the answer of this will be in the form of A cube minus trace of A into A plus sum of values of cofactors of diagonal elements, okay, into, sorry, here A square will come, here A, and minus determinant of A is equals to 0 is what you are going to get. So for if it is a 2 by 2 matrix, we had a question in the afternoon session, there I gave you the equation. Now it is a cubic equation where this will be the equation after that, right? Then if I have to find a trace of A, so I am just going to write the value here. Trace of A is going to be 1 minus 2 minus 7 is going to be minus 8 of A square plus sum of the values of diagonal elements, right? Cofactors of that. So for 1, the cofactor value, I mean for all these 3 it will be positive only. So when I solve for 1 here, one second. So when I solve for 1 here, so the cofactor of this is going to be equals to 14 minus 64 this is going to be equals to minus 50, and when I solve for minus 2, the value of this is going to be minus 7 minus 21, this is going to be minus 28, and when I solve it for 7, the value of this is going to be minus 2 and minus 8, which is minus 10. So the summation of this is becoming minus 88. So here I have minus 88 of A minus determinant of A is what I have to find now. So determinant of A, if we find 1 into, here I already solved, so minus 50 this is, and minus 2 times of, with this it is going to be minus 28 and minus 24, right, plus 7 times of, we are going to get here 32 plus 6. Alright, so this is going to be minus 50. Here I am getting 40, 52 into 2, so 104, and plus 38 into 7 you have to do, that is going to be 266, right. So you are going to get the value as 370 minus 50, which is going to be 320. So here I am getting minus 320, that is equals to 0. Now the problem here is a cube plus 8a square and minus 88a minus 320 is equals to 0 is what I am getting. Now here I will not be able to solve it directly, but hit and trial will be a good option for us. So for 320, the roots are going to be what? 1, 2, 2 is a root of it, 4 is a root of it, 5 is a root of it, 8, and then you can write 10, goes on like that. Now 1, if I am writing, positive value is very less, but negative value is a huge number here, and 2 also, 4 also, for 5 also it is going to be 125 plus 200, but the negative value is bigger than that. Then you will be checking for 8. So if I check for 8, this will be satisfied here. So the root which you are going to get will be 8. So one possible value for this is going to be 8, and other two values which you are going to get will be in the form of a plus root b, a plus or minus root b form you are going to get, and that value will be lesser than 8. So the maximum value we are going to get here is going to be 8. So from the question they mentioned, the value of p will be equals to 8. Alright. So if the value of p is equals to 8, then here we have given that one circle, we are given a circle here. So this is going to be x minus 8 whole square plus y minus 16 whole square is equals to 320. So the circle will be having the center at 8 comma 16, and if you observe from the center to the distance here, right, the center is 0 comma 0, and here we have point as 8 comma 16 if this is the center origin. So the distance from C to O will be under root of, or you can write this as the distance between these two is going to be 64 plus this is going to be 256. The value is actually equals to 320, right, under root 320, and here you have the radius as under root 320, both of them are equal. So it will intersect the origin. So it will intersect origin, circle equation, it will intersect origin, and it has to intersect at 2 points here on the coordinate axis. So one point is here, one point is here, the other point is here. So it will intersect exactly at 3 points. Therefore your answer is going to be option B here. Alright, then we have 3 more questions, right, and one other faculty will be delivering those 3 questions. Alright, stay tuned.
So thank you, sir. Now, hi students. So I'm back with 3 more problems on mathematics which we have received. Now in this problem, if you guys see, we are given that A is a collection of ordered triplet ABC such that ABC are non-negative integers and A plus B plus 2C is equal to 22. Then we have to find how many number of such ordered triplets we can have, right? So if you see here, we are given A plus B plus 2C is equal to 22, right? So let's make a table on the values of C, because C, for whatever value of C we have, A plus B has to be an even number, right? So if I have C equal to 0, then A plus B is equal to 22, right? And if we start making all the pairs,
then we can have 23 such pairs, right? If we have C is equal to, one second, let me make a different table. C and A plus B. So if we have C is equal to, let's say, 0, we are getting A plus B as 22, and then such pairs we can have 23, right? If I use C is equal to 1, then A plus B will be 20, and then we can have 21 such pairs. If C is equal to 2, this will mean that A plus B is equal to 18, and we can have 19 such pairs. Keep on going. If I put C is equal to 11, then A plus B will be 0. So 0, 0 will be the only pair. Before that, if we put C is equal to 10, then what we are getting? A plus B as 2, right? So we can have 3 such pairs, 2, 0, 0, 2, and 1, 1, right? So if you see at how many number of pairs AB we can have with the value of C as fixed, like we can have number of A, B, C as 23 plus 21 plus 19 plus all the way up to 1. So as you can see, guys, this is an AP. So sum of this will be 12 times 23 plus 1 by 2. So 12 into 24 by 2, which will be 12 squared, which will be equal to 144, right? So I hope this problem is understood to everyone. Next problem, this is a statistic problem, okay? So if summation of xi plus 2 whole square is 180 and summation of xi minus 1 whole square when the index runs from I equal to 1 to 10 is equal to 90, then we have to find the standard deviation of the data, okay? So as given, summation I equal to 1 to 10 xi plus 2 whole square is equal to 180, right? So if I open it with the summation I equal to 1 to 10 xi square plus 4 summation I equals to 1 to 10 xi plus 4 summation I equal to 1 to 10 on 1 is equal to 180. Let's mark this as equation 1. Then the second equation, I is equal to 1 to 10 xi minus 1 whole square, right? So this can be written as summation I is equal to 1 to 10 xi square minus 2 times summation I equal to 1 to 10 xi plus summation I equal to 1 to 10 xi, right? No, sorry, not xi, last term will be 1. This is equal to 90. Let's make it equation 2. Now if we observe equation 1 and equation 2, in this particular problem we were not given the summation of xi and xi square, so that we can find from these two equations. Let's do equation 1 minus equation 2. So 1 minus 2 will be summation xi square minus xi square will get cancelled. 4 minus 2 will be, this implies 6 times summation I equal to 1 to 10 of xi. 4 summation of 1 from I equal to 1 to 10 will be 10. 10 times 4 is 40. 40 minus this side we will be having 10. So 40 minus 10 will be 180 minus 90 will be 90. So 6 times
summation I equal to 1 to 10, right? Summation xi is equal to 90 minus 30 is equal to 60. So I can have summation I is equal to 1 to 10 of xi as 60 upon 6, which will be equal to 10, right? Now substitute this value in any of the equation. Let's say this is equation 3. I am substituting it in equation 2. Summation I equals to 1 to 10 xi square will be equal to 90 minus 2 times, this minus will come this side as plus 2. Summation of I equal to 1 to 10 xi is what we have as 10 minus this summation, this will be 10. So 110 minus 10 will be equal to 100, right? So make this as equation 4. Now guys, we just have to apply the formula for standard deviation. So all of you must know this formula, summation of xi square upon n minus summation of xi upon n whole square. So this will be 100 upon, since we have 10 data points, so divided by 10 minus summation of all the xi element 10 upon 10. So this will be under root of, this will be 10 minus 1. So I will just write it here, sigma as under root of 10 minus 1, that is root 9, which will be equal to 3. Okay. So I hope this problem is clear to everyone. So we have option 3 as 3. Okay, fine. So let's move on to the next problem. Let u bar and v bar be two unit vectors inclined at an acute angle such that magnitude of u bar cross v bar is equal to root 3 by 2, and if a bar is given as such expression, then we have to find the value of lambda, right? So let's have u bar cross v bar is equal to magnitude of u bar, magnitude of v bar into sine of the angle between them, right? Now since this value is root 3 by 2 and we already have these two as unit vectors, so we will be having sine theta equal to root 3 by 2. So cos theta will be equal to 1 by 2, right? Now we are given a bar as this expression, a bar equal to lambda u bar plus v bar plus u bar cross v bar, right? And we have to find the value of lambda. So if I take u bar dot a bar, as I know my answers are in terms of a bar and u bar and v bar. So u bar dot a bar will be lambda times u bar dot u bar plus u bar dot v bar plus u bar dot u bar cross v bar, right? Now dot product of the vector on the cross of that vector and some other vector, this will be box of u bar, v bar. So this quantity will be 0. So what I have, u bar dot a bar is equal to lambda, u bar dot u bar will be 1 itself. So 1 plus u bar dot v bar we will be having as 1 by 2. Magnitude of u bar, magnitude of v bar into cos of the angle between them, which we have here as 1 by 2. Okay, so let's make this as equation 1. Now since my answers are also involved as a bar dot v bar, I will again take dot product of v bar on the expression with a bar. This will be lambda times v bar dot u bar plus v bar dot v bar plus v bar dot u bar cross v bar, right? Now this v bar dot u bar, as we already know, this quantity will be 1 by 2.
plus V bar dot V bar will be 1 plus this will be 0. So what I am having here, V bar dot A bar is equal to lambda by 2 plus 1, right? So from these two equations, now since we are not getting anything directly in terms of lambda, we have to substitute these values and verify for what option I am getting value of lambda. Understood? So here lambda by 2, here lambda, here 1 by 2, here plus 1. So whatever options involved, negative, plus minus, we can check with that. So I'll start with option B. Okay. Let's say 4 by 3. What is the value of A bar dot U bar? Lambda plus 1 by 2, right, minus 2/3 of lambda by 2 plus 1. So this will be 4 lambda by 3 plus 2 by 3 minus lambda by 3 minus 2 by 3. So this is getting cancelled. 4 lambda minus lambda will be 3 lambda upon 3, which will be equal to lambda. So as you can see guys, we got the option B to be correct, right? If B was not our option, we could have proceed further to check for C and D. Okay. So these were the questions from the mathematics part. Okay. I hope all of you have done well, and so thank you everyone. Okay.
Yeah, dear students, that's really lovely attendance, all of you. So I could see your interest levels. We Infinity Learn will be helping you in every step of your preparation. These 4 papers, dear students, awesome, and they are relatively easy when compared to January session. Though the students, those who are going to write the exam tomorrow, so please keep this point in mind. So go with confidence. Paper will not be that difficult. Standard questions will be prepared well and do. Before that, dear students, we have JEE Advanced batch exclusive at Infinity Learn online batch. Senior faculty are going to take up the classes. The classes will be from April 13th, especially the students, those who are having 99 percentile or 98 percentile, you will get attractive discounts even. Please fill the form that is given in the description form. It is given. You just give your details. Our mentors will be connecting with you, will give handsome discounts, and will help you to push you into IITs with wonderful courses. Right, dear students? Thank you very much. Catch you tomorrow, same time, in the sense tomorrow 12:30 again, shift 1 paper of date 5. Get ready, dear student. Thank you very much. See you. Good day. Bye.
Hello students, JEE Mains is just around the corner. Catch us live on 2nd April to 8th April 2026, where we will provide you with detailed JEE Mains analysis, memory-based questions, paper pattern, safe score, and much more. So what are you waiting for? Join us on 2nd April to 8th April 2026 for all JEE Mains Day activities.